So even if you are not poor for mathematics, but you should study. This is my opinion. Okay. So then deep learning is we don't need to study. Just you said, not maybe they don't know they are shortage of programmer, but I'm talking about not shortage programmer. New system is not programming. Already IBM, Google, Amazon, already they set up building system, and you're going to give them big data, and they're going to expert with calculating your request, and they give you result. But problem is, how are you going to get result? They're going to explain you that some sophisticated word. No. You are wrong. You are picking some information because this is depending on the analysis. What kind of parameter they're going to use to get layers, how to use in data.
But you need to be able to ask the right question even before mathematics. I think you need to ask
Exactly.
So basically, like if we think about a real estate broker, you might actually ask IBM. I would like to use all the real estate data, the price data of real estate over Japan over the past 50 years, analyze it, and see exactly where prices were going to rise and which elements were contributing to that price rise. So if you know that, if you can find which correlations it has, if you use like big data and you analyze, okay, I can see a price rise, and then I can see, for example, there were certain other big changes in that area. What was that? And if we learn that across the board, then we might be able in the future to forecast. If certain elements appear, you can advise your customers to actually start buying real estate in that area because the prices are going to rise. This is almost impossible at the moment if you do that in the conventional way. So if we can actually use that big data and we ask the right question, figure out which reasons, which elements contributed to a rise in prices of real estate, and alert me when these factors occur in a certain area, then you can have an immediate.
One example I show you this one. This is stock price. Okay, stock price. This is want to sell. This is want to buy. Okay, you can see the total amount of 377,000 stocks they want to sell, and this one 537,000 stocks they want to buy. So immediately, without deep learning, we understand more buyer than seller. It means stock price is going up. Right? So this is fundamental deep learning step. You need to consider this one is everybody is thinking about this stock price, but I spend a lot of time for analyzing stock price. But this company is many people want to sell, want to buy. Want to buy is he want to buy, so its price is going up. 100% is this price, stock price is going up. So this kind of very simple rule, everybody don't know. This is one example. Okay, one example. And real estate is the same. Okay, and which area real estate going up? You need to consider for past 5 years, 3 years, and trend, and buy and sell, and analyze using deep learning. Then you can guess next year. And very fairly accurate information you can get, but nobody uses it. And this I show you stock price is 100%. I tell you, 100% that stock is tomorrow will not next month going up. I don't know how much, but 100% going up. But real estate is the same. And you're going to analyze past 2 or 3 years and going to trend, and this area's trend and going up, going down, you can guess. This sort of is deep learning. And this is just stock price, just one parameter, right? But usually we're going to get stock price company financial statement and the customer, and their intention and sort of things.
Yeah, the exchange rate uncertainty, the
Exactly. So more
the
accurate information they can
unemployment
get.
rate data.
And the real estate is the same. But I'll tell you what kind of parameter you're going to use to ask them to utilize it, and you can guess your result. Like this stock going up, and then going to ask the system engineers, you can design the stock price is going up or not. But I have own guess going up. But this result different. But how come you can get this result? This is a IT technologies you need to understand in detail. And that IT is why I studied IT for past 1 year, because many analysts, many opinion leaders, they do not understand in detail and practical coding level. Like I show you the mathematical schema. So they talking about something like that, but I feel just strange. You said like this one is like that one. You don't need to understand, like, but okay, just sort of thinking approach without mathematics. No kidding. Without mathematics, you cannot guess anything at all. So sort of things is in recent trend is you can avoid just how to calculate the result. Even if you studied 20 years ago, you forget the mathematics, but you should understand. If you don't understand, you don't touch it. Advanced technology, very risky. I failed in the past, like asked to the IT company to updating my homepage, and they every month charge me 200,000 every month. But what did you change? But I don't know. But I don't know the only simple coded homepage. Even I just I don't want to touch it. So they're going to ask me for the big money. This is one. There's also CTO, CFO, CTO, and we rely on you. Okay, we rely on you. We believe you. No, you should believe him. You should understand how much, like 10 million, 20 million money you're going to spend dollar every year. You should understand why they're going to spend money for that. This is very important. A consultant is the same. And this is what IT area why I so much struggling to study it. I like studying this book is if I want touching IT area, I study this book. This is not easy. This is program Swift coding.
Looks very complicated.
Swift coding. So now I understand this mathematics. Okay, so this is very important. AI black box.
Your son should study that.
Huh?
Your son should study that.
My son? My middle high, so it's too young. He knows the same teacher.
Yobinori?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm studying high school. He's studying middle high.
Why are you? With which purpose are you studying mathematics?
Me? So actually, when I was a student, so I studied. How can I say? Ike? I don't know how to say in English.
Oh, he's young.
Yes. So, but when I go to the university, I changed the Bunkei. So because I played football, so it was annoying to study mathematics something. So I just study about mathematics, but I didn't know concept. So recently, I have started I should study about the mathematics. That the base concept or base of mathematics. So that's why I watched the Yobinori or something like that.
Oh, you're studying now?
No, just watch the YouTube.
And I want to tell him he tried to manage real estate company. Okay, he should study mathematics. Otherwise, he cannot use deep learning. It means he cannot use deep learning. He cannot estimate future real estate price going up or down.
Yeah,
Right?
I agree.
So, but not easy to study mathematics.
Yeah.
Very tough.
Yeah.
Very tough.
Actually, what that's
Very tough. I am studying it very tough. And but next decade, okay. I just talked with you 5 or 10 years later. What we're going to consider for IT, and it's simply saying every executive should study mathematics. If you don't study mathematics, you can't make judgment company direction, right? And small company, 2/3 of a small company will disappear next 5 years. The reason is president cannot read economic trend,
Oh yeah.
and only the winner is you can see the next year's economic trend. And consulting company is the same. Like Edo, if he want to survive, he should study mathematics. Otherwise, he cannot talk with super customer. Super customer will going to tell you, okay, well, how do you think about this? My company adopting this kind of deep learning, and show him the report. But if he doesn't study and he just does not understand this deep learning material, if I go and they're going to show me, I immediately understand. Oh, this is okay. You are doing this one, this function, this function. Okay, this is good. This is wrong. I can make judgment. Right? So this is very important. And next
Of
step.
course, normally we know what you mean.
I
but,
give him threat.
It's gonna be super hard,
So
Give him threat.
More.
That's
I
his
already
face.
get headache when I look at it.
Yes, right. Of course, his business is his physics and mathematics in the next 5 years. IT, if you're going to study IT, physics and mathematics. And this one is mandatory.
mandatory.
Yeah, I try to avoid to study mathematics several months, but finally last month and
So we can avoid.
Funabashi told me, Clyde, you should study mathematics. With that you can tell IT. Yeah. He's quantum computer, yes, quantum computer. And I last month, but last week I decided, deep learning, next step is quantum computer. I recognize next step. So Japan is behind, lag behind, and deep learning is next step. But now I need to focus on quantum computer. But I don't want to study physics. I don't want to study mathematics. But this, if you want to talk IT, you should study. Or like a real estate company, or like a food chain company, like a transportation company, like your doctor or your accountant, you should study mathematics. Because you can tell the IT. Or consultant, 120% study. You should. Sorry for that. So he's finished just rugby matches. Now he's from tonight. He needs to go to the bookstore. Need to buy some book.
So finally the project is
Finished.
Yeah.
I'm just wrapping up. So that means I'm now doing a customer survey and wrapping up the finances and all these things.
And I tell you, going back to 50 years ago, I studied COBOL coding 50 years ago, and half century years ago, and COBOL coding. And at that time, Accenture is none of people knows my company name.
It was not Accenture yet, right? It was different.
Arthur Anderson. And,
Arthur Anderson.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not the same.
yeah.
Change to Accenture.
Yeah.
Accenture by the company.
No, change the company name.
Changed the name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that time I
didn't know
was
that.
defeated by Hitachi. I was defeated IBM, and IBM is most famous company at that time, half a century ago. I cannot compete against IBM. They are programmer, super programmer. And then I studied at that time IBM hardware, and I won. Okay, so the current now is the same. If you want that in the industry, you need to study mathematics, and quantum computer you need to study physics. Then you can win. You will win, and this is very important. This I know that my experience.
This is so.
You real estate company, you should memorize everything each page by page.
Each page.
Instead of drinking.
What?
It's very difficult, you know. I
yeah.
tell you,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
not easy.
Yeah.
But even if your age is very difficult to page by page. I'm 71 years old, but I can understand, you know.
Uh-huh.
I understand this equation. Unbelievable, right? I know that.
指数関数 I know 指数関数 but actually I don't understand the concept of 指数関数
I tell you every day at night 2 hours.
every day
For half a year.
half a year
I tell you, you know, just you can utilize your business. Otherwise, this is useless, right? Only function. If you understand mathematical function, just only understand useless. You should utilize for deep learning. Wrong way, right? You're going to pay money for the IBM. You're going to pay money Google, and ask for
Or
deep.
you just need to hire people who can do that for
Yeah,
you.
they can for deep
Exactly.
learning, and they're going to some calculation. They give you result, but result you believe it or not, you
Yeah,
need to know the
I
process
can't,
of.
yeah, I can
What?
survey the results.
Yet
So
very
that's
many
what you-
people just this today Edo told the short video.
Uh-huh.
Everybody does not know what the process of AI result. Everybody they don't know, and the critics, analysts, and news and anchor everybody they don't know what the contents of IT. But they're talking about future like this, that. But how they're going to do that kind of calculation? They happen. They don't know. This is a problem. That's the reason why I started to study. Right? This is very important.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I from June and the first
But
I don't understand that I started to study Python. I started JavaScript and React and Django and then Swift and reaching to deep learning and then I understand not coding. If I can code, you know, coding, and I can Swift is what
this one?
this Swift, yeah, Swift is for
So actually I don't know.
no this iPhone program.
Oh, this
If you are going to Swift dictionary by Swift.
Oh,
And-
really?
Yeah, and if you're going to code my this dictionary,
So with the library, this one.
I show you this one.
Oh, so you make iPhone apps in Swift?
Mm.
これでも体操関数ね。
This one dictionary. This one dictionary, right? English Japanese dictionary. But this dictionary, maybe you're going to think about this one coded by 50, 60 lines. This program is only 50, 60 lines. Swift by Swift. Okay, only 50, 60 lines.
Really?
Only, yeah, but
You can code that in 50, 60 lines?
yeah, I can code it. But what is the problem? Problem is if you put in the data, right? Hello, Ohio. It's kind of 10,000, 20,000 you have to decoding for this dictionary. It takes time. And what kind of word and what word is translated, and the example of how to put it in the data in the dictionary, this takes time. But dictionary, the coding itself is 60, 50, 60 line. You can design it. Very easy. But if you don't know that, if you cannot, if you're going to using just iPhone program, you're going to be linking to your company computer. What can do it? If you don't know that, you don't know how much money you need to pay for them. But I know that, you know. This is very important. That's the reason why I study Swift. But not, I don't need to code by myself now. I just consider how they're going to prepare coding. And then now is I focus on what kind of capability we can do it using system. This is very important. So IT technology, we need to going back to the programming field. Then what are they doing? We need to recognize it. Or are they actually coding? But deep learning, nobody coding anymore.